Hello, Canadian Sasquatch here with my second all-grain brew day. This was attempted last weekend, but as you may have seen from my Homebrew Wednesday, the propane hose caught on fire and kind of put an end to things. But I got two new hoses now, so if one happens to go, I'm still able to do my thing. So I've got the burner going. It's being a little finicky today. I don't know why, if it's because it's a little bit breezy or whatever, but the strike water, getting that ready. The good old mash tun here, and it's all good to go. So yeah, we'll be once water is up to temperature, I'll dough in and get this party rolling. It's gonna be my ginger beer, so it's basically a blonde ale recipe with what is it, 9 pounds of Maris Otter, 12 ounces of carapils, and 12 ounces of caramel 2 or caramel 20. So yeah, then I'm going to pop it with Autumn and Chinook and 2.5 pounds of ginger. It's going to have a nice ginger flavor. So yeah, when it's doughing time, I'll bring it back. And here we go. The water's in there. Oh, cable's out. I'm about to crack open the grains here. And they go. Nice and easy. This is not easy, one person. Mix them up. Try not to hit the manifold down below so it busts off. It's not soldered all the way through, so it quite easy comes apart for cleanings and such, and you're all steamy. Some more grain. That's a dough ball. That's a dough ball. And it goes. Not a huge fan of oatmeal and such, but this sure does smell good. I'm just going to dump the rest of this in. Excuse the funky camera work. And then we just toss that away. And stir, stir, stir. Toss the thermometer in. Hoping for a 150 mash temp today. The survey says it is way down. Where's my other one? 120. 140, 144, 148, 152. I call that good. Put that there, and we lock it up. Now I'm using iBrewmaster here. To the top, I need to start a timer. Standard mashing. 1 hour. Start. And there it goes. So now I'm just gonna stand around and wait for an hour. And then I guess I'll start the sparge water, get that ready, since I need 4 gallons of that, and I don't know if I actually have 4 gallons of water, because I kind of forgot to buy water, but yeah. So, we're off and running. So here we are, it's 30 minutes into the mash. Drinking my oatmeal stout, and it's doing fantastic. It's carved up well. A couple more weeks and I think the flavors will meld together great. We're just going to check in on the mash here and see where it's at temperature wise, and give it a little quick stir. And it's mashy. It's mashing way too high. Crap. We got that's mashing at 160. So we will just leave the lid off for the time being. Give this shit. Yeah. I guess the one of my thermometers must lie. I sure hope this isn't at 160. Otherwise, this beer is going to be unfermentable. Oh well. Let's see here. What are we at? Yeah, we're just going to leave the lid off and hope it cools down. So, yeah, that's a suck, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Well, there we have it. Mashing is done, theoretically. It was an hour. Way too hot. Pretty much kept the lid not tight. There it is for the last 30 minutes of this, and we're just now down to 150. So now it's defog the camera and do some Vorlofting here. Let's see what we get here. This ain't gonna work. Nice and slow. Lots of crap in there. Try not to oxygenate this too much. dribble, dribble. And it goes. Just let it flow freely and really clean out anything that might have gotten in there. And now we will just let it still bringing crap out. Makes me wonder if I knocked my manifold off. I really do think I banged up my manifold. I think I may have to rethink how it's connected on there. So that it doesn't spew out all these grains that it's spewing out. And it does seem quite a bit darker than I figured it would be. Going for a blonde ale, but let's try cranking it way down. Start this one again. Well, I'm going to turn you guys off because it's going to take a long time, it looks like. Well, finally got everything out of the mash tun and into the kettle. Currently trying to get this up to a boil. I'm just don't normally put the lid on it, but it was quite windy and a bunch of leaves and stuff, so I'll just actually take it off now since it's died down. And there's the grain bed. So yeah, my numbers are going to be interesting, that's for sure. My first run-ins was a 1081. My final run-ins were a 1 flat, so overshot that by a little bit since not supposed to go past 1010, I believe. But oh well. Just wait for the boil and start doing the hops and ginger additions, and we'll see what happens with this beer when it's done. Now we're getting there. Look at all that foam down there. So yeah, this will definitely be interesting to see how this turns out, since all my temperatures were off. My manifold may have come off, so there's grains and stuff down there. Hopefully not too much else is going to go wrong with this brew day. I'm not sure what else I could mess up, but I sure hope I don't find out. Oh, there we go, we're starting to get the boil. Boil, boil, boil. There it goes. Just let it do its thing. I think I'm going to call it. Let's get back to the Brew Master. And it's time to start the timers. I need to add my first hop addition of Atanum and Chinook. 1/4 ounce of each in my blue solo cup. half ounce of hops, and they go. And there they went, and that's a nice vigorous boil right there. Foam up. I must say I'm quite glad it's in a 15-gallon pot for this 5-gallon batch of this foam up right here. Holy cow. That is pretty crazy. Of course, now all my hops are on the sides here. Oops. So is this a good vigorous boil, or is it too much, not enough? I mean, it sure likes to foam up and such. Let me know what you guys think on this boil, if it's too much or not enough. I think actually I'm going to turn it down a little. So let's see, this guy here, turn the flame down just a tad, because it foams up and then I lose all my hops because they're stuck on the side here. And then nobody can see anything because everything's fogged up. So, yeah, let me know in the comments down below about the my boil right there. If it's if you think it's too vigorous at this point or what. So I'll be back for the next hop edition. That would be time to add the ginger. Here's the ginger. 30 ounces of. And it gets to go into there. And this beer will definitely need to be filtered out when I put it into the fermenter. Oh, but that smells good. Oh yeah, this will make up for all the other mishaps. It'll be tasty one way or another, that's for sure. So that's the ginger. I think I got another 15 minutes before I add some more hops and the Irish moss, and going from there. See you in 15. Time to add these guys. Chinook, Autumn, and Irish moss. 15 minutes, and well, this thing has been doing this off and on ever since I added the ginger. Holy crap. Quickly add that stuff and some serious foamage on this beer. We'll be back after this settles down. So we got it calmed down and we got the wort chiller in there, doing its thing. Seems to be behaving itself a little bit better now. But I'm not going to hold my breath because I still have 10 more ounces of ginger to go in here. But I think it's time to get my hoses ready for this wort chiller, and because we're getting there. Time to add more ginger. This time it's only 10 ounces. In it goes, in it goes. So yeah, this ginger I had grated up a week ago for my brew day. That was going to be last Saturday. So it's spent a week in the freezer. Took it out last night to thaw it out, and so it's good and juicy and just raring to give all its flavor and all of its flavor and deliciousness to the beer. So that's it for a couple more minutes. Then at 1 minute, I do the last hops, and then it's cool down. A little bit more heat here, since the ginger seemed to have cooled it down a bit. So yeah, see you in a few. Time to add the last of the autumn hops. In they go, just like that. Mix them in. And it is a 1 minute boil here. And then it is flame off, flame out, flame off. Which is a good thing, since it seems to be getting ready to foam up again. There it is. And it's windy. Let's just get a good stir going in here. I'm just going to leave the spoon in there. Put the lid on, keep all the stuff that's flying around out. And we'll go ahead and set that one there, and we will. So something that I've done to my hose to try and make this easier is edit this guy here, so I can just connect everything right here and be done with it. Not have to worry too much. Keep that one on. Nice and snug. My other hose here. Going right here. This is something else that I need to still figure out, is what to actually do with all my water once it's going. Right now it's just going into the dirt and water and stuff. So yeah, so here we are. Just gonna turn that on, make sure nothing leaks. Yeah, that's some warm water coming out of there. That is some warm water coming out of there. It's nice and cool on one side, nice and hot on the other. We'll be down to temperature in no time, I think, today. So, just gonna let this run and do its thing. So yeah, the random carnage from there's a, can't see if you can see that or not. There it is. Somebody zoomed my camera. Alright, so yeah, the big old lump of ginger there and hops, that caused some issues with getting it out of the pot. I couldn't use the spout there because, well, it was getting jammed up with the ginger and the hops and stuff. So I ended up just using my my brute strength and picking it up and dumping it into the fermenter, which I then pitched the yeast using WLP 001, and it is now there waiting for something to do. Not sure how this is going to turn out, but we shall see. Pretty sure I broke every rule in the book on this one with sanitation and all that, but who knows? We'll do the original gravity reading here, or try to. I know my camera won't focus in on this. What do we got here? It's 3, 4, 5. It's just too foamy. Let's see if we can't get some of this foam off. There we go. So what do we got? We have a camera that won't zoom in on that, so I'll just read it at 1051. So I don't remember what my numbers are supposed to be. I don't think it's too far off. Let's see here real quick. Original numbers are supposed to be 1055. So yeah, that's not too far off considering. It's smells of lovely ginger. Oops, it's got quite the ginger heat, the ginger flavor, sweet ginger. Putting it all in like that, 30 minutes, 30-minute boil with the ginger. Definitely brought out some of the sweetness in it. Also, the sweetness of the wort doesn't help, or does help. Also have some of the heat from the ginger in there as well at this point. So, yeah, if this actually works, I think this will be a damn tasty brew. We'll just have to wait and see. 2 weeks in primary, and then rack it onto 2 pounds of honey and 2 or 3 lemons. Another 2 weeks in secondary, and should be good to bottle at that point. So the only thing left to do is clean up this mess, and that ain't no fun. So I will save you guys that and say, I don't even have a drink. Be sure to have a pint of awesome, as I will definitely be having one later. So cheers.